Good afternoon, this is Gabriel Jackson, and welcome to BJC Halacha A, number 1758. Halacha A keeps the Yetzer Hara away. I'm back, Baruch Hashem, energized after the half marathon, ready to continue on that track of health and fitness. And we're continuing with the chapter Minor Ailment or Non-Life-Threatening Illness, dedicated in loving memory of Daniela Basfi. Her Neshama Shem. It is forbidden to place a cloth on a bleeding wound because the blood will color the cloth, and dyeing, coloring, is not allowed on Shabbos. Certainly, one may not place a red cloth onto a bleeding wound, for the blood improves the cloth. You might think it's the opposite because it's already red, but no. Says the footnote, when the effect of a malacha, again, a malacha means a biblical prohibition of Shabbos, is destructive, it is not forbidden biblically, but only rabbinically. That would be the case of the white cloth, probably. Here, the Yetzer explains that one must be especially careful not to place a red cloth on a bleeding wound. See the Mishnah Berurah. Since the blood is the same color as the cloth, it does not ruin the cloth. There you go. But rather reinforces and enhances the red color. The Mishnah Berurah writes that in cases of great necessity, one may rely on the opinions that rule that coloring the cloth in this manner is still considered making it dirty and is not biblically forbidden, and they allow putting even a red cloth onto a bleeding wound. In other words, okay, it's true, maybe you're making it better, it seems like, because red on red, but at the end of the day, it's blood. So some opinions say, no, it's not improving it. It's making it worse, but it's still rabbinically forbidden, but again, in the cases of great necessity, as we mentioned, it would be allowed. All right, moving along. It is also forbidden to squeeze a wound to draw out the blood contained therein. Right? It says the footnote that's creating a chabura, a wound, or drawing out blood is forbidden. That's a tolda of, it's an offspring of the malacha, the prohibition of shochet, slaughtering. The only exception to that is when there's a bris milah, circumcision on Shabbos. It's exactly 8 days. Baby was born on Shabbos, so then the male could do a circumcision on Shabbos, even though he's creating a chabura, a wound. Moving along, how then should one proceed in the case of a bleeding wound? He should wash the wound with water or wine, interesting, to remove the blood, and only then wrap a cloth around the wound. If the bleeding does not stop by washing the wound, he may place spider webs upon it. It's an ancient, you can Google it, but apparently that's what they used to use to help wounds, was spider webs. Says footnote, spider webs help to stop the flow of blood. Learn about it. And wrap a cloth upon it. However, there are authorities who have reservations about the permissibility of this solution because spider webs promote healing. Says the footnote, besides their capacity to stop bleeding, spider webs have long been used for their healing properties. According to this opinion, applying them to a wound is therefore considered an act of healing of Shabbos. On Shabbos, which we talked about, is a problem when it's a minor ailment. Therefore, if possible, applying the spider webs should be performed by a non-Jew. Thanks for listening to Sponsor Future Halacha 36, 100 for the gold. Have a wonderful day.